Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was back in court on Thursday to hear his sentence for violating George Floyd's civil rights, a federal charge that he pleaded guilty to in December. Chauvin will serve just over 20 years, and his federal sentence will run concurrently with 22.5-year sentence he received after being found guilty of second-degree and third-degree murder, as well as second-degree manslaughter in his state case. DeRay McKesson is host of the podcast Pod Save the People and the co-founder of Campaign Zero. Thank you so much for joining me today, DeRay. What is your reaction to the sentence that Chauvin received?
Yeah, so in many ways, this is a good thing that there is accountability with Derek Chauvin. But here's the thing, is that the police kill 1,100 people a year. The highest number of convictions ever in a given year since we started recording in 2013 is 11, just 1%. So Chauvin's conviction, now twice at the local level and by the federal government, these are real outliers. I mean, we just don't ever actually see this happen. And remember, in Chauvin's case, it took the police chief himself testifying against Chauvin to even get this. So, yes, it is good. It's running concurrently, but this is still really rare. I don't want people to think that this happens often. It does not.
And I think you and I both know that it's super rare, DeRay. So I want to talk to you a little bit about, take you back into a time machine when you and I were in a room with President Biden, now President Biden, and then President Barack Obama, when we were talking about reimagining a 21st century police force. In that, there was talking about collaboration with communities, about holding cops accountable for killings. Can you talk about where we've come and what needs to finish in the Biden administration to address these fundamental pieces that we could say are broken when it comes to accountability?
Yeah, so one of the saddest things the Biden administration has done around the police is just pumped way more money into policing, even when we know that the outcomes and data don't show that more money actually leads to more safety, not more money for the police, at least. There was an executive order that was around policing, and the use of force components of it were good for the federal agencies. Remember that Biden only has immediate control over the federal agencies, but Border Patrol is 20,000 officers. It's one of the biggest police agencies in the United States. So that executive order is a good model in a lot of ways. But in terms of what we see around the country, that 16, 18,000 police departments, accountability hasn't changed much. There have been some bright spots. You think about Maryland. The first state Bill of Rights for police was repealed. It was done in 1975 and just repealed a year ago. And that probably is one of the biggest wins that we've gotten in the past couple of years.
So what would you say right now, if we were to reconvene that task force, what would you say to the president that needs to happen?
Oh, so many things. I think that the president should model with the federal agencies what accountability looks like. They should you think about those Border Patrol agents who were beating up Haitian migrants. They should fire those people immediately. We think about what ICE is doing in communities all across the country and what ICE did under Trump. It is still not too late to discipline those people. I think the federal government can model very quickly what it means to hold the police accountable and what it means to put the money that is currently devoted to policing in other places that we know actually do stop crime. There's a study out there that shows that for every 10 community groups that do nonviolence work, that do community building work, violent crime decreases by 1%. This is proven. This isn't just conjecture.
Hi, I'm Zerlina Maxwell. Thanks for checking out our channel on YouTube. You can see more from Zerlina by clicking any of the videos on this screen, and make sure you subscribe below to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. Thanks for watching.